Hey guys, again, I'm back. This is Job. In this video tutorial, I'm gonna be showing you again another important tool for educators. And this is called the OBS. I'm going to teach you how you can operate the OBS or the Open Broadcaster software and to create your video lessons. OBS is an open source software which can be downloaded from their official website. It's very easy, relatively easy for you to download and install. So please watch this video until the end so that you can easily follow the step-by-step instructions on how we can use the OBS, how we can customize it, because this is very engaging software, very interactive. If you are teaching your lessons and you will upload it later on in the YouTube or even in your LMS or learning management system in your universities or colleges. So let's dive right into it and follow me on the I'm going to my laptop and I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step procedures. Okay. Before we proceed with the installation and downloading of the OBS software, I'm going to discuss a little bit of introduction about the OBS. So once again, OBS is an open broadcaster software. So why OBS matters in the virtual learning system nowadays? Number one, OBS is an open source. It is a free and open source software for video recording and video streaming. It can be used to capture your screen and or your PowerPoint presentations and record it as a video or stream it live to the audience. So this is the reason why OBS matters in our virtual learning system. The second one is the equipment you need is just around your table, such as microphone, headset, and video cam. If you have a laptop with you, most of the laptop nowadays, there is a built-in microphone on it. So you just have to purchase another one if you want an additional or external microphone. And the other one is the video cam. Video cam is also built in your laptop. So the second one is your laptop. Once your laptop has this three equipment available, we can now readily download the OBS software in your laptop by just simply going to the official website of the Open Broadcaster Software Studio. Just go to their website, https://obsproject.com, and then you can choose between, since OBS is a cross-platform, it can run into Windows operating system, Macintosh operating system, and the Linux operating system. So in our case, we're going to use the Microsoft Windows installer since I'm using Windows. So another important thing to consider is we need to know the basic system requirements for OBS installation. Number one is it is compatible with Windows, Macintosh, and Linux operating system. And then in terms of the graphics, AMD FX series or Intel i5 2000 series processor, dual or 4-core preferably, or higher DirectX capable graphics card. And at least your laptop has a 4 GB of RAM. That is recommended but not necessary. So this is just the basic system requirements for OBS installation. But if you're doing some live streaming, maybe these basic requirements need a little bit of upgrading. So now we'll proceed to the downloading of the software and then the installation of the software. So in your URL, just type OBS project, and click the first one, the Open Broadcaster software. Now, if you notice, the OBS Studio, the latest release is 25.0.8 as of April 26th. And this is a cross-platform, as I said a while ago. It runs in Windows operating system. It supports Windows 8, Windows 8.1, and Windows 10. Macintosh OS 10.13 and up, and Linux operating system. OBS is a free and open source software for video recording and live streaming. Download and start streaming quickly and easily on Windows Mac. Now, if I'm going to download, if I'm going to click Windows, it will download the latest version. If you notice this one, OBS Studio 25.0.8. Okay, once it is downloaded, I will not finish the download because I already have the installer already downloaded. Okay, once the operating system was downloaded, all you have to do is just install. I'm going to my download. This is actually my download. This one, this is my download for installer for 64-bit. So just click that one. OBS Studio is already running. Please close the first before installing. Okay. Just double click that one. Now, it said it is running, so that means I already download the operating system. The software is just a very easy installation. After you've installed the software, you will see this OBS environment. This one. So it has these scenes, sources, audio mixers, scene transition, and the controls. From the scene, if you notice, I already created a scene. By default, the first scene appeared already without a sources. A scene is just like your feed, where from your feed you can add different sources. Like, for example, if I have a scene 1 and I already added the camera, this is my camera, and this is my display. Display capture, it allows you to capture your desktop display. And then you can also add your audio input. I'm using now my audio input. You can just select whatever audio input you have. In my case, I'm using Steinberg's UR22C. So you have to select that one. So I already have two scenes. Actually, scenes can be renamed, no? You can rename the scene. For example, I want to rename a scene to let's say screen and PowerPoint. Okay, from the scene, you can create your sources. There are several sources available in OBS. In these sources, you just have to click the plus symbol to add sources. For example, these are the different sources that you can add in your scene. The audio input, audio capture. Now what I added is this display capture, where it allows you to display your desktop. If you want to display your PowerPoint presentation by page, you can use the window capture. Alright. Now for you to test if your audio is working, you can see the moving left and right horizontally. The mic, this one, once you see that the light is moving from left to right, that means your audio input is working. See, while I'm speaking, it moves from left to right. That means my audio is working. And then on your the controls, now I'm recording this video. That's why, if you notice, if you click the start video recording, it will show you the stop recording because you already started. Once you started the recording, it will show you stop recording. So I'm not doing this now because right now I'm doing the live video recording. If you are streaming, this is the start streaming. And then under the control, this is the important one, settings. From settings, you can click the output of the settings. This is where it allows you to locate, to set wherever your video recorded will be saved. In my case, my recording path is on drive D. So you can set it here under the output recording path. So just browse and then set wherever you want to save your recorded videos. In your audio, by default, the simple rate, it should be set to 44.1 kilohertz. That is the standard. And then the channel should be stereo. And then your video, the video base canvas should be, it depends on your video card, on your display. Now I'm using 1920 by 1080. Okay. And then the frame per seconds is, I'm using 30 to avoid any problem. Some users they use 60. It depends on your machine. But if your machine is just in the mid range, 30 is a good frame per seconds. And the hotkey is very important. Hotkey allows you to switch from one scene to another by just simply assigning a key. For example, F1, F2, If you want to shift to scene number 1, you can use F1. If you want to shift to number 2, assign the keyboard hotkey F2, so that if you are in your scene, you can simply click F1 and F2 to shift from one scene to another scene. No need to use the mouse, and then easy for you to shift from one scene to another while you are recording the video. All right. And then another thing is, your recording should be, after the recording, you have to convert your recorded video into MP4. So by default, it is FLB. If you want to convert, just click Remax Recording and then browse. So for example, this is your video. Select that one and then click OK, and then Remax. So after the Remax, your video will be converted into, so mine is now this is the Remax, and this one is actually not yet finished. I'm currently recording my video. So after the recording, I have to click the Remax so that it will be converted into FLB format. All right, so let's close this one. So I'm going to remove, if you want to remove the current sources from, for example, I'm in the scene 1. If I want to remove my camera, just select and then click the minus symbol and it will be removed, and also display. Okay, so I am gonna leave the audio input because I'm still speaking. So this one also, if I'm going to remove my camera, just click the minus sign. Okay, yes, and then the display. Okay. Okay. I remove also this one scene. Okay. So after the installation, by default, you will see this OBS environment. So by default, there is only one scene and there is blank sources. So for example, I want to show myself in the scene. So all I have to do is click the plus symbol, click the video capture device. Okay, you can create new or rename. For example, I'm gonna name this as Cam1 or Camera 1. Okay. Here I am now. So from the device, if you are using two cameras, you can click the drop down arrow, and then you can select whatever cameras you are used or inserted in your laptop. In my case, I'm using the integrated or the built-in camera in my laptop, so I'm gonna choose integrated webcam. Okay. Now, if you notice, I have a background. I'm using a green background because the reason is I don't want to see my background while I'm using a PowerPoint. So for example, if I'm using a PowerPoint, let's say this one, window capture, for example. PPT. So I'm gonna name this PPT. Okay. So if you notice, if I hit the Windows capture, whatever Windows, the first Windows I chose, I delete it again. Yes. For example, window capture, it will capture the windows. Right now, this is the open one. So for example, this is the one showing. Okay. If I'm gonna hit I'm gonna add the sources, window capture. Okay. It will show the whatever window is open. Again, you can adjust. This is my PowerPoint. Right. If you notice, I was at the back of this desktop. So if you want yourself in front of the window capture, all you have to do is just put it up. Put it up. All right. So I'm now in front of the PowerPoint. Now the problem here is I'm blocking the PowerPoint because of my background. So what will I do now? The reason why I'm using a green screen is I can use a chroma key. So I don't want this PowerPoint to be black while I'm talking. So what I will do is, to remove my background, just click filter and then add the chroma key. Okay, so there you go. The background was removed, and you can adjust this. All right, you can play around. You can adjust the controls. And it goes. All right, so you can make yourself small. That's it. So if you want to remove your background while your camera is displayed while you are presenting, you should remove your background by using a green background, so that you can remove it. You can filter it. Okay. So let's say I want to add the background, moving background. For example, I want a moving background at the back. So I'm gonna click the media source and then create new media source. Okay. And then click the loop so that it will be continuously looping while you are talking. So I'm gonna browse my computer. Where is my virtual background? For example, I will use this as my background. It takes time. My computer is very slow. Maybe. What about this one? Let me choose this one. Okay. So this is my background now. Media source. So if you want to see yourself in the background, here it is. You can just adjust this one. Okay, and then you can move your camera, make it big. It depends on your preference. All right, so while you're talking, there's a good background at the back. So while you're giving instruction to your students, you can say something while they're watching your backgrounds. It's very beautiful, it's very cool. So you can, it's like it's an interactive, it's a live. It's not the students will not get bored while you are talking or giving instructions. Okay, so other sources you can try. So I hope this video would be able to give you some tips. It's very easy. Once you have an audio interface, especially, but video is not important. What is important also is your audio. Audio should be cleared and audible to the ear of the students so that they can understand what you're saying. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you can use OBS as your tool in creating your video lessons and uploading it to the video. Bye guys. See you on my next video. So I'm gonna hit the stop